Jeff Suppan getting the start. He made one start, suffered a loss against the Padres in the division series. Here's a 1-1. Off the fists, out to shallow left, and Eckstein is there, one out. Let's take a look at Jeff Suppan's pitcher profile. It's brought to you by Exxon and Mobile Retailers. Loduca has been tearing up Cardinal pitching. Last 17 games against St. Louis, hitting .387. To Belliard. 2 out. Here is tonight's MasterCard key to the game. To the right side and through the right side. The first inning continues for the Mets. And it brings in the red-hot Carlos Delgado. The Cardinals went back to work in the ninth. A 2-2. Beltran got a good jump, and he'll steal second uncontested. So Beltran does run. He steals his second base of this postseason without a throw. 3-2 pitch. Reaching for it, and Suppan makes the play. Inning over. Delgado reached for it, and then Suppan did. And after a half inning here in game 3, no score. Steve Trachsel right in the middle of all the action. The 35-year-old right-hander making his second career postseason start. Right-hander, a 15-game winner during the regular season. Tony La Russa has about his number 2 hitter. And Eckstein is picked off. La Russa is going to go out and put up an argument with Field and Colbreth, the first base umpire.
Even though Willie Randolph did tell us that he is improving a bit in that category.
A 1-out walk. To the right side and through the right side. Wilson will turn but hold, and it's first and second with 1 out.
No, I think he's got to go to third base on that. With 1 out, you got to challenge Sean Green.
Gets under it, pops it up, and it in foul territory will stay in play for David Wright. Big out by Trachsel as he gets Edmonds. And yesterday's hero, Scott Spezio, will walk in with 2 on, 2 out. Spring training.
Called the Imperial.
Spezio into right field. Green is coming to get it. It is another hit for Spezio, and 2 runs will score. Spezio ends up at third. He has delivered yet again. The division because of what they did here at their new stadium. Roland takes a walk. 2 walks and 3 hits in this inning against Steve Trachsel. That's low to load the bases. 3 walks, 3 hits. And Yadier Molina will step to the plate. Now the 0-2. Same spot, the inning is over. So Trachsel gives up 2, but leaves the bases loaded. It's Spezio again. Again, it's a 2-out, 2-run triple. Leading off, Wright flies one into right, and Preston Wilson hauls it in, 1 away. Let's check in with Jeannie Zelasco for a game break. Jeannie. The Cardinals and the Tigers matched up in the postseason, the '68 World Series. Detroit won that. And the Tigers and Mets have never faced each other in the postseason. 2 up, 2 down here in the second for Suppan. As Green breaks his bat and bounces out to Eckstein, who was playing him right up the middle. 1 for 17 this postseason as Molina finishes off the play, and Suppan gets his first strikeout of the night. Bottom of the second. Suppan will lead it off. 2-0 St. Louis. And now trying to start this second by retiring Jeff Suppan. Another 0-2 pitch, and Suppan hits it to deep left. Chavez back. This ball is gone for a home run. Jeff Suppan goes deep, and it's 3-0 St. Louis.
Look at Steve Trachsel. He is livid. He's about halfway between the mound and second base, and he should be mad at himself.
One career major league home run before that swipe. Now a walk from Trachsel. That is walk number 4 for Steve Trachsel.
Trachsel threw over to first base.
Now Wilson hits one off Traxel's leg. He's in pain. Eckstein goes first to third. Still nobody out, and Traxel's limping around. Another walk. That's 5 by Trachsel.
Well, if that doesn't get the bullpen going for Willie Randolph, nothing will.
The baseball world watching and waiting. Darren Oliver has to try and get loose out on the diamond in front of this crowd, and while a national audience waits. And this one gets away from Loduca to score Eckstein. It's 4-0.
The other 2 runners.
Edmonds rolls one to first. Coming to the plate is Wilson to score. It's 5-0. Even with the infield in on that bouncer by Jim Edmonds, Preston Wilson ready to run, and he scores without a play. 5-zip.
That's a contact play.
Spezio hits a short hopper to second. Pujols coming down the line, but holding 2 down. A big out picked up by Oliver and the Mets as Valentine makes the pickup. Up the middle, Oliver knocks it down and ends the inning right there. So the Cardinals get 3 after scoring 2 in the first, and it started with a home run by Jeff Suppan. He winked out at Trachsel. He must have known something. 5-0 Cardinals after 2.
When you're facing a team when they're 5 runs up because of that.
From the hole, Eckstein. 1 away. Let's check in with member number 4 of this. So struggled where he lasted only 2/3 of an inning in his final start of the year here on Sunday against Milwaukee. Oliver strikes out, 2 away. Plenty of hitting, speed, everything you want in the lineup, up and down. That's into right center field, and Edmonds will play it. Eventually, it'll be Wilson playing it off the wall, and Reyes showing off that speed, goes home to third as well as anybody in baseball. Edmonds couldn't cut it off, and it turned into a triple for Jose Reyes, and the Mets have to hope that that's a start. Loduca is tied up and strikes out. Good pitch by Suppan, 3rd strikeout, 2nd of the inning. Little sweet emotion in honor of Steven Tyler, a celebrity in the crowd here in St. Louis. Through the left side for a base hit. Pitch was up. Belliard jumped on it. And he's on to start the 3rd inning with a base knock. His first hit of this series.
Before tonight's game,
he's wearing Mike's son Tim's old Cardinal jersey as Molina hits one in the air to left field. Back at the track. Andy Chavez at the wall hauls it in for out number 1. Allowed out by Yadier Molina, who
definitely doesn't want to get hit in the fingers.
Punching at it and bunting it to the first baseman Delgado. Belliard to second, 2 out. Sacrifice has scored 3 unassisted in Eckstein. 0-1 pitch. Eckstein pops it up right side. Valentine takes it, and Oliver pitches a scoreless third. 4th inning rolls in here in St. Louis, in the heart of this Mets lineup. Beltran, Delgado, right, coming up. Mets down by 5. Beltran hits it in the air to right. Preston Wilson is there for St. Louis. 1 down.
Delgado.
1-1 pitch, reaching for it again as he did back in the 1st inning, and Edmonds backpedals, has it, 2 down.
He's not overpowering these guys by any means, but he's hitting the spots where he wants to throw the ball.
To the left side, on a line to Eckstein. Right is now 0 for 8. Bottom of the 4th inning rolls in St. Louis. Heart of the order coming up for the Cardinals. They lead by 5. The 1-1 is bounced to the right side. Valentine to his left. He's done a nice job at second base for the Mets all season long.
Yeah, since the middle of the game in that 2nd game against the Yankees, they have taken charge in the American League.
Pujols has reached base in 5 straight plate appearances. Tony La Russa chatted with us during the break, and that the intensity works to keep a team focused throughout the course of a long baseball season. As Edmonds takes strike 3 over the inside corner, 2 out. But while the Cardinals have been able to get past the division series the last few years, they have not done well. Was shut down in early September, underwent hip surgery, and he had to go to somebody else to close games, and he tabbed Wainwright for the most part instead of Looper. Meanwhile, Oliver has pitched 2 shutout innings and has kept his team in the game. But so far, the Mets have been shut out on 2 hits by Suppan. Still 5-0 back after this from your local Fox station.
And Dave Duncan, their pitching coach, I'm sure monitors these pitchers so well. They have such a good game plan. They go after they study every hitter and know exactly what they want to do to these guys.
Belliard staggered but made the play, 1 out to start the top of the 5th inning. The latter part of his career, where he now has over 100 wins, and he will wade into the free agent market this offseason. Base hit Valentine. Trying to stretch it, the throw by Wilson. Valentine is out. Down 5-0. Valentine, trying to stretch a single into a double, is thrown out.
Away from the middle of the plate, you weren't able to get good swings off of him.
Chavez pops it up, another example of that. Eckstein back to get it, and the inning is over. So the Mets get a hit in the inning, but Valentine is thrown out trying to stretch it into a double by Preston Wilson. Halfway through game 3, 5-0 St. Louis. And it will be Roland, Belliard, and Molina, 6, 7, and 8 hitters, against Oliver, and Roland touches him for a base hit on the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th. Roland has swung the bat and hit the ball harder tonight.
Couple hits, he starts feeling better about himself, and now that's how their whole team just lifts himself up.
Roland takes off on a 3-1 pitch that's low. A hit, a walk, and now our chat with Willie Randolph. Leland and the Tigers have stamped their ticket for the World Series. Molina reaches up and lines to the shortstop Reyes. No throw to second, as Roland did not get doubled off. And the bunt, third base side, well played by Oliver, out at first, and a perfect bunt by Jeff Suppan. The out goes 1-4, and Suppan is doing everything right. Suppan dropped down a bunt. Now the 1-2 to Eckstein. To the shortstop Reyes. Tricky hop, good play, great arm. The inning is over. It's still a 5-run game with the pitcher spot due up first for the Mets in the 6th.
The bullpen for 2 innings in game 1, a game they won 2-0. Then last night, but I mean, After all, if you're going to come back, I mean, a guy like Roberto Hernandez would be a perfect guy to come in the 7th inning and pitch through 2 innings, the way I look at it. Or Aaron Howman or Guillermo Moto by pitching them 2 days in a row? I don't think so. And to me, this is the playoffs, and that's why you got to pinch hit for Oliver to lead off this inning. That's the way I see it. I just think there's such a sensitivity. Oliver Perez was 3-13 this year.
1-2 pitch is bounced off the plate. Rolling, bare hands, and throws for the out. Wow. Cardinals have not done much wrong tonight. 6-time Gold Glove Award winner didn't need his glove. Preston Wilson will lead off the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for St. Louis against Darren Oliver. And Reyes takes his time and then fires a rocket over to first.
I don't drink anything when he's pitching, and I always wait until either the end, and then I'll have something. Just something I've always done all the way from high school.
He's a free agent after this season. Do you want him to come back home to California, Southern California? Do you have any preference?
Not really. It's up to him. He likes the Midwest.
Well, if it stays like this, his son ought to be picking up a nice meal for his dad tonight.
You're right. Here's a ground ball to the right side. Off the bat of Edmonds, and then a blink. The Cardinals go in order.
Oh, believe me, there was a time when dads were agents.
7th inning rolls in. Game 3. Suppan back to work. 5-0 St. Louis. Back after this. Enthusiasm and some spirit down in that dugout. Watching a 3-1 to Beltran. Grounded up the middle. Eckstein to his left. 1 out. Not only has the defensive work by the Cardinals been good in this series, but their positioning. Delgado pops it into left field, and Spezio makes his first play of the night. 2 out. Between Delgado and Green. 26 home runs, 116 RBIs, and Rowland is putting on a clinic. Barehanded one to end the inning last frame, and this one scoops it with a backhand. Time to stretch. And a matchup of Oliver Perez and Anthony Reyes. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Darren Oliver, who is getting better as he goes. A shutout, a 5-hit shutout. But overall, it was a lost year for the once highly touted left-hander, who was with San Diego and then with Pittsburgh. 2 out in the inning as Reyes takes care of Rowland in the 80s. To the shortstop, Reyes. What a job Oliver has done in keeping the Mets in it. However, his teammates and the offense has yet to kick it into gear. 8th inning now, 5-0 St. Louis. 3-2 pitch is down for a leadoff walk, and that's the first walk handed out by Suppan tonight. Let's check in with Jeannie Zelasco.
A little bit on, and that's how the hitters stay off balance.
Valentine gets under it and skies it into right. Preston Wilson calls off Belliard. 1 on, 1 out. So after the walk, Suppan comes back to get Valentine, who's now 2 out of 19. He's got a guy at first, Green. And he hits it to short. Eckstein with a dive. Out at second. Safe at first. But the strong defense continues for St. Louis. The 2-1. Shattered bat. Pujols takes it to the bag after a little fist pump. And game 3 slides into the bottom of the 8th inning. 8 strong by Suppan. 5-0 St. Louis.
Sup was on top of his game tonight.
Also chipped in with a home run. 2nd career home run. And out behind second base, Molina is taken care of by Valentine. Duncan in the air to center for Beltran. 2 down.
Now that Suppan's officially out of the game, does that mean his father gets to eat now?
I think that's a great
I would hope
question.
so.
And drink.
Walked and scored a run. This game will go into the 9th inning right now. Kenny will deal with the top of the order for the Mets. Their last chance. Reyes, Loduca, Beltran coming up. 5-0 St. Louis here in game 3. Mets have been waiting for a spark all night. They're down to their last 3 outs, and Jose Reyes first up, 1 for 3. Kenny. Reyes leading off the 9th inning. Flies it into left field, and so Taguchi calls in out number 1. The end of the bat again. Edmonds. 2 out. Kenny with a 2-2 count on Beltran. Another fly ball. Edmonds drifting back to his right on the move. This game is over. And the Cardinals win game 3, 5-0. Pitching and defense all night long for the St. Louis Cardinals.